Destructicon 23 here with my fourth installment of the animated reviews. My animated Cybertronian Optimus Prime. This particular form of Optimus Prime only appeared in the first episode for a very brief time, so I'm kind of surprised that they made a toy out of it. But it's a very nice figure. Out of Wave 1, I thought I was really going to hate this figure, but actually it's one of my favorites. I'm actually surprised because it's not quite often that I misjudge a figure, but yeah, this guy is really cool. He has a really interesting transformation as well, but the colors on here are really well done. And another added thing that I really liked about this figure is that I didn't realize that he had tank treads in this mode, which I think that's pretty cool. And if you've watched the show, as you know, he is the Autobot leader on who takes leadership on Earth over the Autobots. He is not the almighty ruler of Cybertron as his previous incarnations have been. He is pretty much the youngest Prime we've ever known. Another interesting fact about this figure is that in the show, he is voiced by David Kaye, who we all know is the Megatron from Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, which is a pretty interesting, ironic role for him because he's playing Optimus Prime. But as for the rating for his vehicle mode, I'm gonna give it a 9 because it's pretty cool. Like it's Cybertronian. We don't know what it is, but it's pretty much not a 10 just because I really have a hard time clipping this top part into the chest part. It looks like a full cockpit when you look at it, which is really cool, but I really have a hard time clipping that in. And I have a hard time aligning these things perfectly straight. But onto the transformation. To start, you pull up his smokestacks. Then you proceed by pulling out his legs. One problem about this figure is that the axe top falls off a lot, which is really annoying. I'll just put that to the side. Pull out his other leg. Flip out his feet. One thing I really like about this figure is that it has really tight joints, so nothing is loose. So you turn that, turn his other leg. You know, you can take this top part off, but you can leave it on for his transformation. Next thing you do is you pull his chest down, which will reveal his head. Clip that in with his legs. Then you push these sides in, which will become shoulder blades later, which is really cool. Then you flip his arms out. Then you push his hand up. And you pull this out. Straighten out his arms, and one side will have the shield, and one side will have the axe. Just fold the axe up, and I'll put the axe on the top in a minute, but it's a very nice figure. It looks like he came out of the show because he has that S spine, and the whole bending shoulder blade thing was really cool, which added on to the figure. One thing I was really angry about is that they messed up the paint on his face. It's very tiny, but he has like a little spot of yellow right there, which I'm pretty angry about. I don't know if there's a way to get that off. It just makes me angry, especially when they mess up on the heads. Like maybe if it was on some part like right here or something, it wouldn't matter, but it seems whenever I have misplaced paint applications, it's usually on the head. And that makes me very angry. But this figure itself is incredibly accurate to the show version. He has quite a range of articulation, as do the other animated figures. You could do the 360-degree twist thing. He also has a feature with his axe, which he has 3 axes. This is axe 1. And Optimus Prime can become a lumberjack now. When I first saw this, the pictures for this guy, that's what kind of made me not like this figure. But I don't know, I like it now, but it's kind of funny. And then for Axe 2, you push that down. I'll just do it on here and separate these apart. That creates Axe 2. And for Axe 3, I really have a hard time doing that. Pull that out, push that out. I'll just take this off again. And you're gonna have to align the axe with the shield, which I really have a hard time doing because they won't lock into place. Ah, there we go. And then you have this huge, it isn't really like an axe, but it's like a giant, it's reminiscent to Lugnet's mace, in a way. But yeah, this figure even stands really well. I'm very impressed with the animated line. Like, they're incredibly accurate, like I've said. And it's really neat how they can get that S bend into the figures. If the Earth Prime is as good as the Cybetronian Prime, I'm definitely going to pick it up. And once you guys pick this figure up sometime, you'll probably be surprised of how well this figure is. I'd like to see it compared to Cybertronian Megatron, but unfortunately the Voyagers are technically out in Canada, but not in my area of Canada. My next review should be on my Beast Wars Returns tanker, which I've had requests to do, so I guess I'll see you guys later, and yeah.